Hello, everybody. My name is Yasmin. I'm one of the co-presidents of HEAL KU, which is a student organization here at the University of Kansas. And HEAL KU stands for Health Education, Advocacy, and Leadership. And we're a service organization that focuses on providing students with ethical service opportunities, as well as just making our student body more conscientious with their volunteering by providing advocacy topics at our general body meetings and implementing group volunteering. So we really provide a space for students to meet other students interested in service, um, as well as giving them opportunities for education and learning through our advocacy discussion topics. So today we're going to be talking about managing your time as a student leader, as well as ways to manage a student organization if you're already involved with the student organization or on the leadership team, or want ideas for how to build a successful student organization. And so to begin here, um, kind of just for the basic ways to get involved, I would say kind of the first thing that really helped me get involved here at KU was reading newsletters from different departments or different you know uh, organizations that are catered towards getting involved on campus, such as the Student Involvement Leadership Center, as well as housing newsletters were always great resource for me to learn about new and upcoming opportunities. Student organizations are always looking to find underclassmen, especially freshmen, to get involved with their organizations. So they really do cater to housing newsletters and newsletters that focus on first year students in that population. So if you are a first year student, I definitely recommend reading those newsletters and just paying attention to the specific opportunities within them. Once you get involved with one student organization, it's really easy, I feel, to get involved with others, because typically people in those student organizations are involved with other organizations and they really do enjoy sharing those opportunities. And so being involved and asking questions and meeting people and asking them what they're also involved in can really go the long way. And going to your school's career and volunteer fairs are also a great opportunity. Student organizations are always really enthusiastic and excited to go to those because they really do help um, get the word out about their organization. And so if that's something that is available to you, definitely recommend attending, and definitely get involved with something that you have a passion for. It doesn't have to be directly related to your major or your career path. Just finding something that can help you build a supportive community at KU or whatever university you attend, I really recommend. And it's definitely helped me build leadership opportunities and meet new people and just become a better person overall. I think student organizations and being involved on campus gives you a different perspective than just being a student, and going to classes. You learn a lot by being involved, and you get to have different opportunities to speak at leadership conferences. You get to meet great people. You get to learn how to manage your time better. It helps give you structure. It helps give you something to look forward to if you have a meeting or a bonding event with that student organization as well. I definitely recommend getting involved and using these tips to help you get there. As far as some quick tips for managing your time, I think Ria will also talk about this as well. But for me, I definitely always make sure to prioritize school. And so I put that at the top of my priorities list, because it can be hard. And sometimes we get into a habit of putting, student org stuff and maybe things that feel more fun before school. And so I definitely always say do that first, prioritize school, but also develop a routine and utilize Google Calendar. For me, that's worked best. And just having that, daily routine is really essential and helps you build better habits. And I think it can be hard at first, but like I said, I felt like for me, being involved on campus always provided structure for me, because if I, had a day where I only had one class a day, but I had a couple meetings for student orgs at the end of the day, that always motivated me to get my work done ahead of time. And so kind of developing that routine and making sure you're sticking to using your calendar really helps a lot. As for tips for managing a student organization, I think if you are on the leadership team or hoping to be on the leadership team and want to, know a couple pointers when you're going through the application process and want to show ideas on how to run a student organization successfully, I would always say show enthusiasm. I think that's the most important part as a student leader, for the general body members. When the leaders are um, leading by example and being enthusiastic about what they're talking about, people will be more willing to come to your meetings and more willing to kind of be more involved and want to get to know you better and want to continue coming to meetings. I think also if you are on the leadership team and you're, a little bit higher position, so you're either co-president, co-director, whatever the term might be, I think we found really great success in scheduling one-on-one calls with each board member, and not necessarily each board member individually, but each team individually. So we'll meet with our fundraising team, we'll meet with our volunteer team, our advocacy team, and kind of brainstorm ideas for that specific position. And of course, we also have the meetings where we all meet together and collaborate as a team. But I think having those individual calls with each team group is pretty important and helps you get a lot of stuff done and tailor your time to them and planning events for them. I think also planning bonding events as a whole is a really great opportunity. I think once people are friends and they feel comfortable around each other, they're more willing to collaborate and be involved. And so I always recommend planning bonding events if you are running a student organization and looking for things to do with your group. I think that's always a great thing to have. And also, of course, preparing agendas ahead of time. We found that by preparing our exec board agendas ahead of time and having them fill that in ahead of time, that allows for more time when we're together to collaborate, and just getting those small updates in the agenda ahead of time really helps us to kind of all stay on the same page and utilize our time together more efficiently. And so we'll focus that time together more on brainstorming rather than just writing, little updates. So having those agendas ahead of time and asking them to update them with their little, a few quick updates is always a great thing to do to make better use of your time. And so for me, that's all. I think Riya is going to talk here more about managing time by being involved in a student organization and being a student as well.
Hi, I'm Riya Patel. I'm also a co-president of Heal KU. And I'd just like to continue where Yasmin was talking about academics versus extracurriculars. So I know that within these two, it's kind of hard to manage your time, knowing where to put your responsibilities and stuff. So the first way is to prioritize. So know with academics versus extracurriculars that academics should always be prioritized first. Know your responsibilities within each one and create goals to optimize your time between the two. Second is flexibility. So learn to be flexible for unexpected events that may occur. Always know that there is a possibility for something to pop up in your schedule, and you have to learn how to take that into consideration as well. So I know that usually we don't always plan for emergencies, but emergencies can happen, or something may just pop up that you need to add. So make sure to have little spaces in your time in order to be okay when those things do happen or do occur. Third is balance. Learn how to balance your roles in everything you do by creating schedules and giving yourself free time as well, which leads on to the fourth point, which is take breaks. So take breaks. Sometimes extracurriculars can work as breaks, but other times that can lead to stressing as well, because you have like responsibilities of both academics versus extracurriculars as well. So make sure to leave room in your schedule for breaks and do whatever you want during that time to relax. It's your free time. And I know that that's very important as well. So I think while everybody should take breaks every day, make sure to have those within your schedule in order for optimizing that time as well, and knowing that you do still have that time throughout your day. Next, I have why is time management important? So it increases productivity. So the way that it increases productivity is that you know that you have certain time limits that you have set for yourself. So you're able to produce those responsibilities and goals that you have set for yourself. This also leads to increases quality of work. So the quality of work really reflects the time that you put into the work. So if you leave everything towards the end, everything will pile up. You don't have enough time to do that work. So the quality of the work lessens or decreases. Third is that it reduces stress and anxiety. So if you do a task by task by task, hopefully you know that you can cross off things off your to-do list and it helps you feel better and you finish the task. But If you leave them all till the end, you know you have like a couple tasks piled up and it's harder for you to prioritize or maybe wrap your head around doing all of them at the same time. So it's a little bit harder. Um, Time management is also important because it leads to a better work-life balance. So work should not always be your life. So there are things outside that should always also be as important. And so it should just lead to a better work-life balance. And last but not least, it's a boost of confidence. So the more you get to finish off your to-do list, the better you feel about yourself and so on. So you lead to do it over and over again. Um, and yeah, that's all I had. So we hope that this really helped with explaining how time management is important and how leadership roles can take that into effect as well. Um, so for Heal KU, if you have any questions for us, this is our email, our website, and our IG handle listed above. But thank you.